In the world of clickbaits, where Jupiter's exaltation is going to create whatnot, let's talk about what realistically is going to happen with this transit of Jupiter in Cancer. Hi, guys, welcome back to Vedic Astrology. And today we're going to be talking about the transit of Jupiter into the sign of Cancer. Well, this transit is going to happen on 18th of October all the way till 5th of December. Jupiter is going to become retrograde around 11th of November period. And the most important bit for you to understand here is that the movement of Jupiter into the sign of Cancer is happening when it was not supposed to happen. It is happening because Jupiter is in Atichari movement right now, and thereby you are seeing this roughly 45, 48 day period shift in the transit of Jupiter. Now, the important bit for you to note is that Jupiter will become retrograde during this period itself. And thereby, we have to break down the analysis of this transit in terms of how, when it gets into the sign of Cancer for 1 or 2 degrees itself, then becomes retrograde and goes back into the sign of Gemini post 5th of December period, where the impact of it will again be crucial but is out of scope for the discussion of this video. So without further ado, let's jump into the video and understand what's gonna mean for your sign. So Scorpios, this transit is happening for you guys from the 8th house towards the 9th house. Jupiter will be moving into the sign of Cancer and shall be getting exalted for a brief 48-day period. The transit will entail Jupiter getting only a couple of degrees into the sign of Cancer. He happens to be the lord of your second house and your fifth house. So it's an important planet because he holds almost both of those houses' ownership that reward money, growth, consistency, happiness, prosperity. It's a crucial planet for you. And he had been sitting in the 8th house, albeit he was aspecting your second house, but uh, Jupiter was not expected to be transiting into the sign of Cancer. It's because of its Atichari movement, which is happening out of the blue. And thereby, you will see some possibilities of positive effects coming into your life. You have to remember, this is not a clickbait suggestion where I will say that tremendous transformation is going to come into play. However, if you are running Mahadasha or Antardasha of his friendly planets like that of Jupiter himself or Sun, Moon, Mars in your natal birth chart, then the implications of this transit should look a lot more positive for you. On 18th of October, Jupiter has transited into the sign of Cancer, which means that your second lord is 8 places away from itself. And this does indicate that there could be a sudden shift in terms of some kind of auspicious gains coming in your life. He's the lord of wealth, after all, for you guys, Scorpios. And you can anticipate that your savings, your income, your money should see some sort of an increase during this 40-day duration. If you have any kind of money that was stuck, that should also be able to release itself and come back to you during this course of period itself. We will break it down to prior to November 11th and post that, because Jupiter will become retrograde from 11th of November all the way till March of 11th, 2026. Now, second house does denote your family. It denotes your food, your ability to sing, for that matter, your communication within your immediate social circles, in your family circle, so to speak. And it also denotes the kind of positive events that can happen within your family. Whilst ninth house, it's almost like a natural Kal Purush chart placement for Jupiter to be in, where he's getting exalted. So that's another beautiful shift coming in for you, Scorpios. I've been telling this earlier that the water signs are going to see a lot more positivity when compared to any other zodiac sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces will see a very positive shift along with Gemini. When Jupiter is here in the ninth house, being the Kalpurush owner also of this house, he finds himself very comfortable. And then in exaltation, I think it is the best transit that is coming into play for the Scorpio sign itself. You can see expansion of your thought process, your willpower, support of your luck coming into picture. some kind of auspicious trigger is definitely anticipated in small or big magnitude for all Scorpios during this duration. You will find that fortune is going to be favoring you in any of the matters where Jupiter is, having the ownership as well as its aspect. So you will find, luck favoring you when it comes to your wealth increase, benediction coming in from your superiors, seniors, mentors, guides, gurus, teachers, or leadership at work, your customers as well, for that matter, if you are a business owner or if you're self-employed for that matter. And this means that this is going to be a very opportune period for you guys, Scorpios, to find any kind of new job shift, new career shift coming into picture. Some sort of a job opportunity might materialize for you in the right direction during the course of this period itself. At the same time, you can also see that if you are not interested in a job change, you might find some sort of a diagonal shift, a role change within your current organization itself, some sort of a promotion, benediction coming in from your superior. So that is also indicating a very strong growth path if you are a working professional. Now, other people will be wondering, what about us? Well, he also happens to be the Lord of your fifth house. So it is denoting that, especially students watching this video, if you've been preparing to get into any kind of graduation courses or even post graduation degrees for this time, very opportune period, because you will see some stupendous support of luck, stars aligning in the right direction. You might be able to make your entry into the right college, into the right school, or the right courses that you've been embarking upon. The fifth lord has gone 5 places away from itself into the ninth house, getting exalted there and then giving a ninth aspect back towards it. So it's very friendly from a student community perspective too. You will be able to embark on any kind of new degree courses that you've been planning for, and you will get the support. Say you are planning for any kind of research engagements or teaching assistant jobs, those kind of roles. Because see, Jupiter is education, Jupiter is mentorship, it is guidance, and you will find that benediction, that growth, that expansion coming in from those quarters of life as well. Now, in the ninth house, you can also anticipate post graduation, which I've already indicated. It also showcases long distance travel. So, I anticipate that for many of Scorpios, it could be an opportunity to make a not only a career shift but a residence shift. You might relocate yourself from one place to another into a faraway land. May not necessarily be a foreign movement. Well, foreign movement is definitely a chance, but it could mean that you might have to relocate to a new place, or far away from your current place of residence, or you might have the opportunity to take a luxury or a pilgrimage related travel to a far away place from where you are positioned right now. So if you've been thinking, I'm assuming senior citizens also do watch my videos. I do keep seeing that in my analytics. Well, folks, if you are trying to regenerate yourself emotionally, mentally, this is going to be a fabulous period for you to take that pilgrimage, take that long distance travel, find some time for yourself, find that peace. There is going to be elevation in your spiritual and religious thought process as well. Jupiter sitting in its sign of exaltation is going to do one amazing thing, that it is going to be giving an aspect to your Lagna, which means that from 27th of October, when Mars will also, who is your Lagna Lord, also be transiting into your first house itself, the amplification of that luck, the amplification of that support, things working out in whatsoever you've been trying to do, or improvement of your health as well. If you've been facing any kind of dilemma from a health issue perspective, you should be able to overcome those problems, those challenges as well. Very, very good indication for Scorpios. And it's a very, healthy and positive sign from that perspective. Then he is, albeit giving a debilitated aspect, yet I consider the aspect of Jupiter all positive towards the third house. And the lordship of that is with Saturn, who's sitting in retrograde motion. We'll touch upon that in a bit. But, the aspect of Jupiter towards the third house is also indicating that with your luck, you will be getting the right direction, the right, maybe the right mentorship. Some torch bearer, an astrologer like myself, could be giving you that right indication that this is the path that you have to embark upon. This is the direction in which you have to put your efforts, and you will not be required to put extraordinary efforts to find the gains. This is where the momentum is going to shift in your favor. However, Scorpios, You keep listening this from me. I am never one of those people who says that luck is going to drive everything. If a birth chart is defined for you, that is what it is meant to be. No, I always like to play on the 3 and 9 axis, where I say that your own courage, your own hard work is going to define the kind of journey you're going to have in your life. So they are like complementing energies to itself. So yes, there is benediction and support of your luck, of your fortune, of your superiors. But at the same time, I will highly recommend you to continue to put your effort in that direction so that you reap the rewards of what you want to make. And then the brilliant part, why it is working out for you folks, is that Jupiter is also giving an aspect not only to the fifth house, but also to the Saturn, who is sitting in retrograde motion, being the lord of your third and the fourth house. So that impact of hard work coming into picture is going to amplify, because Jupiter is going to now put a check on that retrograded Saturn and bring a lot of relief. It is only going to amplify in the second half and the later part of this transit, but let's look into the other factors into the fifth house perspective. This is going to be a great period for some of you. And I will, however, allude to November 27th to December 5th as the better period. But for some of you, it could give the opportunity to plan for conceiving, childbirth, if you're looking forward to it, towards the expansion of your family, so to speak. It's going to be an opportunity period for that as well. It's going to be a terrific period in terms of you making the right judgment calls when it comes to your investment strategies, your stock market investments, any kind of creative pursuits that you want to embark upon, any new startup venture that you want to undertake, Scorpios. Highly pious time, because the ninth aspect of this Jupiter is super powerful. It is only going to get better for you because Jupiter from the 11th of November onwards will become retrograded, and the aspect or the power of is going to multiply threefold. However, just be cautious that with the retrograded planet, there are occasions or there could be situations where the amount of effort, the amount of hard work that you might have to put might require a revisit, a rehaul, a continuous push for that matter. But it is not a bad thing to happen to deal with a retrograde Saturn's presence there. So I'm very optimistic on those lines as well. Now, as Jupiter gets retrograded, it will require that pivot, that reshift, because the aspect towards the Lagna also will be in a retrograded fashion, which means that there could be certain investments that you might have to make during that duration. You might have to invest into, into yourself. Work harder towards achieving certain goals and objectives that you've had in mind. But fear not, they will eventually materialize. In fact, the retrograde aspect of Jupiter may not be bad beyond the December 5th deadline of this transit as well. When he pivots into the Gemini sign back again, that also will remain auspicious and positive for you. We will talk about that in the December video and henceforth once we reach that point. Then Jupiter's aspect will be retrograded towards the third house as well from 11th of November till 5th of December. This is crucial period because this is where I think your involvement with your family, with your siblings, and doing some sort of an auspicious ceremony, some kind of a get together is highly probable. I would want to highlight this bit that throughout the course of this period, there could be a lot of guidance, mentorship that you might have to give to your family members, to your community members as well. Do not shy away from that, because people will benefit out of your expertise. They will benefit out of your inputs, and they will see you from a positive light. All in all, I see from a wealth perspective, it's a good period because it gives you the chance to shine. Excellent period from an education and health standpoint. You will see a strong recovery. You will see yourself bouncing back. Luck is going to be supporting you. You are going to find that window where, if things that have been stuck for you, or if you've been looking for new job opportunities, new career opportunities, new business opportunities for that matter, that should also start fitting in a right fashion. Jupiter's transit is giving very good indications for you guys, Scorpios. And then from a family perspective, children perspective, a romantic pursuits perspective, things that have been tricky with Saturn's retrograde presence into your fifth house, you will definitely see some sort of a shift. So I see a lot of positive indications coming in, especially because Jupiter is holding very prominent positions for you. He is a Marka as well, yet he is a Yoga Karaka planet for you guys, and therefore his presence into A Lakshmi Sthan, being a Lakshmi Lord, is coming across a very positive indicator. This festive period coming in October and November will give a lot of happiness, positivity, and growth to your family. And I hope you make full use of it. Grab this opportunity with both hands and don't let it slip, because the window is very short. A detailed movie of this is going to be coming in from 2nd of June 2026 onwards, where he will have a longer pivot into the sign of Cancer. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video and the effort that has gone into this. If you have, that I request you to please smash on that like button, subscribe to Vedic Astrology, and keep watching. Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Mahadev.